This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. The Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe has elected Vahe Grigoryan as Armenia's new judge to the European Court of Human Rights. Grigoryan, who currently serves as the vice president of Armenia's Constitutional Court, secured a majority of votes and will serve a 9-year term, set to begin within 3 months. The election fills a crucial vacancy at the ECHR, as Armenia has been without representation since September 2023, when former Judge Armen Harutyunyan's term expired. Grigoryan was chosen from a list of 3 candidates nominated by Armenia. The domestic selection process in Armenia, however, faced significant scrutiny and criticism over its procedural issues and lack of transparency. The National Selection Committee established by the Prime Minister was mainly composed of government officials, with only 1 civil society representative. A particularly controversial aspect of the selection process was the government's decision to apply stronger restrictions on having once held foreign citizenship than those used for positions such as president or members of parliament. This limitation has been criticized by international law experts who argued that it contradicts international practice and unnecessarily limits the pool of eligible candidates. The evaluation process also raised concerns about its transparency. The selection committee's scoring system was kept confidential, with results not disclosed to the public or even the candidates themselves. Available interview recordings revealed inconsistencies in the questioning process, with candidates receiving varying numbers and types of questions, not all directly related to the established evaluation criteria. The ECHR plays a vital role in protecting human rights across Council of Europe member states, and its decisions have significant implications for domestic legal systems and human rights protection mechanisms. The court serves as a final avenue of appeal for individuals and organizations who have exhausted all domestic legal remedies in their countries. Its decisions are legally binding and supersede national court rulings in all member states. Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev again demanded Armenia open a completely unrestricted corridor across its southern Sunik region, though the topic has allegedly been removed as a prerequisite for a normalization deal. "We have not forgotten Zangezur, and we never will," Aliyev said yesterday at a meeting on national transportation projects, using an alternative name by which Armenians also call Sunik. He continued, "I repeat that we have no territorial claims to Armenia. However, Armenia must fulfill its obligations and provide unhindered passage from Azerbaijan to Azerbaijan's Nakhichevan exclave." Armenia argues that such a demand for the right to cross it without any customs inspections or border checks is a blatant violation of its sovereignty. Aliyev called Armenia's position unconstructive and that it ignores a point of the 2020 ceasefire deal meant to open regional communication links. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan was at the World Economic Forum in Davos last week, promoting his vision for opening transport links, called the Crossroads of Peace. Aliyev countered that he has repeatedly conveyed to the Armenian side that the plan is worthless and irrelevant without Azerbaijan's cooperation. He said Armenia is simply stalling for time and trying to confuse the international community, claiming that Armenia will continue to be a dead-end country and their dreams of becoming a transit state will never materialize. Aliyev made it clear that the corridor he is demanding would have completely unrestricted passage through Armenia without any obstacles or cargo inspection. At the same time, he said Azerbaijan is fully able to meet the needs of Nakhichevan without the corridor, and instead will be using a road on the Iranian side of the border. Much has been said about Pashinyan's meeting on Friday with representatives of Switzerland's Armenian community, primarily on his comments about the Armenian genocide that have been characterized as questioning it or even denialism. However, what exactly was said, and what of the many other issues discussed, including Armenia-diaspora relations, science, and education? Read our first-hand account of the meeting by author and journalist Vahe Grigoryan, who analyzes Pashinyan's ideas and elaborates on what urgent steps need to be taken next. You can find the link to it in this video description. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 500. That's the megawatts of power Armenia expects it will be able to continuously generate through wind farms by the year 2040, according to a report from TV Channel 1. The output now is less than 10 megawatts, produced by 4 wind farms of a few turbines each. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.